If you are still grinding the same way as everyone else, you are leaving thousands of XP on the table every single session, and I am going to show you exactly what pro players do differently right now on Blox Breakdowns. The first thing pro players do that casuals never figure out is they grind sword mastery, fighting style mastery, and levels all at the same time in one session. This is called triple stacking, and it only works with Awakened Buddha. When you transform into Buddha, your physical attacks benefit from every weapon type simultaneously. So pro players run with a sword in hand, use fighting style M1S in between swings, and pull large mob groups to hit everything at once. 3 progressions advancing simultaneously. Casuals waste separate sessions grinding each one. Pro players never do that. Every session counts for everything at once. The second thing is the wall cheese strategy that most guides never explain properly. Every single island in Blox Fruits has walls and structures you can use to position yourself so boss melee attacks physically cannot reach you while your moves still hit them. You stand directly behind the wall, close enough for your attacks to connect, far enough that the boss AI gets stuck. This works on every boss with melee attacks. Pro players use this on Do King, Soul Reaper, and Island Empress to solo them with 0 damage taken and full XP collected. The difference in XP per hour between players who know this and players who do not is massive because you eliminate all downtime from healing and dying completely. The third pro tip is private server grinding with deliberate mob pulling. Casuals run around chasing individual enemies. Pro players in Third Sea go to Floating Turtle or Haunted Castle on a private server and pull every single mob in the entire area into one cluster using Buddha transformation movement. Then they drop 1 or 2 moves that wipe the entire cluster in one sweep. This is called mob funneling, and it is why pro players clear entire islands in 90 seconds while casuals take 10 minutes doing the same area enemy by enemy. Private servers are essential here because public servers have other players killing your mobs before you can pull them. The fourth thing pro players do that almost nobody talks about is boss raid rotation, specifically for instant level jumps. Do King, Leviathan, and the Island Empress raids each give you 5 to 6 instant levels per clear on top of fragments. Pro players rotate through these raids back to back during a 2x XP code window. One raid run gives you more XP in 3 minutes than 30 minutes of regular mob grinding. The math is not even close. The total XP required to reach max level 2800 from level 1 is over 143 billion XP. The last 1,300 levels in Third Sea alone account for 87% of all XP in the entire game. That number should tell you exactly why raid rotation with 2x XP codes is not optional for fast progression. It is mandatory. The fifth and most underrated pro strategy is stat distribution optimization that most players get completely wrong even at high levels. With Buddha you should be putting 2 stat points into melee and 1 into defense every single level up without exception. Never touch sword stats with Buddha because your damage comes from the extended melee range that the transformation gives you, not from sword scaling. Casuals split their stats all over the place because it feels balanced. Pro players go all in on the 2 stats that actually matter for their build and cap them out first. At max level 2800 you have 8400 total stat points. A casual player distributing wrong loses hundreds of hours of effective damage compared to a pro player who distributed correctly from the start. That is 5 things right there that separate pro grinders from everyone else in Blox Fruits. Triple stacking mastery with Buddha, wall cheese on bosses, mob funneling on private servers, raid rotation during 2x XP windows, and correct stat distribution from the very first level. If you are doing all 5 of these already, then you already know you are not grinding like a casual anymore. If you are not doing even one of them, then you just found out exactly why your progression feels slow. Drop in the comments which one you are going to fix first, because I actually want to know. And if you want more pro level content like this on Blox Fruits, then subscribe to Blox Breakdowns right now, because the next video is going to make this one look basic. See you there.